more than a move, it's a mission. Don't just relocate, elevate. Be prepared, not just hopeful, but this is more than a move, it's a mission. Don't just relocate, elevate. Be prepared, not just hopeful, but it's a mission. Don't just relocate, elevate. Leave prepared, not just hopeful. Na da na da na da na.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to From Arrival to Achievement. This is a channel to help immigrants navigate the journey to the West. Whether you are packing your bags or already settling in, I'm here to give you the real, raw, and practical truth, not just the dream. I will share tips, tools, and lived experience to help you avoid costly mistakes, save time, and thrive from day one. So, you've gotten the visa, you are excited, you are ready to relocate to the West. Your documents await you. The day before your flight, you can't even sleep because you are so excited. I've been there before. And I know the feeling. You just can't wait to get on the plane. But before you pack your bags and get excited about moving abroad, I need you to listen to this. I've lived it. I've seen others live it. And I've seen too many people waste years of their lives here in the West. Not because they were lazy, but because they didn't have the right guidance. Because to be successful here in the West is all about knowledge and guidance. And because most people didn't get that, they wasted years trying to figure it out. But because I've lived it, I want to share tips with you to make it easy for you to thrive from day one once you land. So if you are serious about making it abroad, I'm here to help you skip the mistakes and fast track your success. What I will begin with is, if you are aware that your family is filing for you to come over, maybe months to a year of notice, I will tell you to learn a skill before you leave. Please. The system here in the West rewards skills. It rewards skills. So please learn a skill before you leave. I'm from Africa. I grew up in Africa. I'm from West Africa. And what I know is that we often look down on certain jobs. We even make fun of people in those professions. Jobs like mechanic, plumber, carpenter, trash collector, barber, and the list goes on. We make fun of people in those professions and even look down on those jobs. But I tell you that these jobs here in the West, they are in high demand and they pay well. Handiwork, skills, these jobs are in high demand here in the West and they pay well. Hair braiding is another one. Sewing, cooking, because here the system is so busy that most people don't even have the time to cook home. So they'll rather buy food from outside. So there's money in it. The food industry, there's money in it. So mechanic, plumber, carpenter, electrician, hair braiding, sewing, cooking, even making suya. Some people call it kebab or kebab. Different countries and how they call it. All these are in high demand here. And these are skills you can start working with once you arrive, before planning your next move. If you have these skills before you arrive, it will make it easy for you. As you are planning for the next move, you can start working with it. So please, learn a skill before you leave. Whatever skill you think you'll be comfortable with. If you think you'll be comfortable with learning how to cut hair, learning how to sew, learning how to braid hair, learning how to cook, learning how to make suya, if whatever skill you think you'll be comfortable with, please learn it. Even IT, the IT industry, it's in high demand here. People are making crazy money in the tech industry. Please learn these skills before you relocate to the West. It will really give you the upper hand, and the system will reward you greatly. So I came up with a list of some of these skills I will share with you. Okay, I will start with tailor, or what we call seamstress. So this is how much a business is charging for alterations. This is the price list of a business. This is how much they're charging. So if you learn how to sew before you came here and you are able to get your license to start working with it, and you get a few customers who are happy with your service and they keep coming and they recommend you to other people, this is how much you can charge, because you have to compare the prices and come up with your price so you don't overcharge or undercharge. Okay, so this is the price list of a business that does alteration. See the different prices? Yes. Let me show another one. Hair braiding. So this is for hair braiding, okay? This is how much a business is charging. This business, Kendall Braids, this is how much this person is charging for braids. So you have the braid down, $30, box braids. So box braids, that's the regular braid back home, the regular braids. So the range is between $95 to $260. I know some salons that charge as high as $500 based on the braids you want, because we have these micro braids. They are very small and they take time. So that you'll be charged a lot. So that does not even include your hair. You have to bring your own hair. That's why they charge you as high as $500, because it takes time for the regular braids. So like the Bohemian box braids, that's the price, the range between 115 to 280, because it depends the size and the length you want. The size and the length determines how much you have to pay. So if you want it long, there's a price for it. You want it short, definitely you pay a bit less. You want it big, you want it small, it determines the price you pay. So we have this one, the box braids between 120 to 300. The Senegalese twist between 100 to 260. So you see the different price. So imagine if, let's say, 3 of you are into hair braiding and then you decide to partner up. Definitely to take less to finish braiding. It can take like 2 hours. If 3 of you are braiding, it can take like 2 hours, or roughly, let's say 3 hours, you'll be done. So let's say if you have maybe 6 people a day coming to you, you will braid, and if you're charging, let's say the minimum you will charge is $100. Let's say the minimum is $100, and you braiding 6 people hair a day. That's how much? $600. Multiply by 7 days a week, multiply by 1 month. You see, that's why partnering up is good sometimes. Things, I would say, professions like hair braiding, you need to partner up with someone, because one person to braid for 8 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, you'll be tired. But if it's like 3 or 4 of you partnering up, it will take less time to finish it, and you'll get more customers. And at the end of the day, you'll all be happy. Once you pay your taxes and pay bills or whatever is left, you split it up. Everybody will be happy at the end of the day. See how much you will make in a year, for years. So please, learn a skill before you come, because even braids, men do it too. Here, both men and women braid. Both men and women are into the beauty industry. They do it. It's not limited to just women, no. Even men do it too. Sometimes even the men are better than the women. Whether you're a man or a woman, if you think you want to go into braiding, learn it before you come here in the West. You'll be rewarded greatly. The next thing I would like to show is even haircut, or what we call barbering. This is how much this business is charging. For the adult haircut plus beard, that means to shape your beard and trim, that's what, $50. And it's less than 1 hour, sometimes between 30 minutes to 45 minutes. $50 you pay. Then just haircut, $45. That can take like 30 minutes. So if you have like 10 people coming to you, within 30 minutes you are done. You take your $50. or you take your $45 or your $40, depending on the card, every day, in a month, in a year, in years, just calculate. So this is how much this person is charging. Let's go to this one, suya. Suya making. Suya is another it's another thing in demand here because people love to eat. People love meat. So if you are into suya, you're going to make good money. Because here is by the bowl. It's not that big of a bowl. It's not that big of a bowl. As long as your suya is good, people, even if they have to drive 1 hour to come buy it, they will come. So imagine if you selling a bowl, let's say for $20 a bowl, and then you have maybe 50 people buying your suya in a day. Calculate. In a week, in a month, in a year, calculate. After you pay your taxes and pay other bills, whatever is left is yours. If you get busy, you can hire other people to help you. You pay them as well. Everybody will be happy at the end of the day. So suya is another good thing to go into. So I will say this is another thing you can learn. And it's even the easy one to start. Once you come here, the easy one to start, suya. Once it's good, people will come. They'll recommend it to others. You will get customers, and soon you'll be making good money. So get into it. Suya making, or kebab, or kebab, however you call it in your country, get into it. It's in demand. You will make money out of it. Okay? See how much this business is charging for their suya. You see, this is half tray, half and half. This is a tray. Sometimes if you want the full tray, you can pay like 150, 200. When you can go buy your own goat or lamb, you can go to a goat farm. Go buy your own goat or lamb. I think the smallest you can get is for maybe $300 or whatever. This will last you for months if you manage it well. But you see, in just one day, this is how much is being charged. $70 for half tray, half and half, or $100 or whatever. Let's say roughly 200. Meat that you can finish in 1 or 2 days. You're paying $200 for it. But if you go buy the full lamb or goat for even $500, that will last you for months. Because here the goats, most of the goat farms, they will kill the goat for you. They'll clean it up for you. The size you want, you let them know. They'll cut it up for you. So you bring it home. And then anytime you want to cook, you take it out. And then whatever amount you need, you use it. You see? But if you don't have time for that, then yes, be ready to pay this amount for meat. So yes, suya is another good thing to get into. Another thing I want to talk about is the jobs I mentioned that back home, we make fun of jobs like mechanic, like plumber, like carpenter, electrician. Those jobs we make fun of back home. I tell you, they are in demand here in the West and they pay well. Let me share another list with you. So I live in Maryland. Maryland is one of the states here in the United States. And this is the average because every state and how much it pays. Because if the state you live in, the cost of living is high, definitely the pay will be high. So it will be balanced. If the state you live in, the cost of living is low, yes, the rate will be low. Okay, so that's why it's average. So here in Maryland, that's the average. It ranges from $25 to $100 per hour. So it tells you it's by experience. So if you're an entry level mechanic, maybe you just got your certification and you have to work with somebody to get the experience, definitely you start on the low side. But once you get the experience and you feel you have what it takes to start your own business and hire people to work for you, this is how much you can charge. $100 per hour you can charge, but there's a limit here. Here we have price regulations. It's not like back home where people can, put whatever price they want on stuff. No, here we have price regulation. It has to be the same like what other people are charging. Okay, but it depends by state. So here in Maryland, that's the range, $25 to $100 per hour. So it says entry level positions may start around $25 per hour. But once you get the experience, yes, you can get as high as $100 per hour. This is if you are working for somebody. So imagine if you have your own business, right? The pay comes to you after taxes, you pay your workers, whatever bills have to be paid, whatever is left, that's yours. See? So the works that we make fun of back home, people are making serious money from it here in the West. Okay, so that's why I'm saying hourly rates for mechanics in Maryland can range from $25 to $66 or even higher depending on experience and specialization. Yeah. Okay. The next one is a barber. See, the barber tool. So when we say like we're talking in a year, okay, annually. So it ranges from, let's round this up to what, $35,000 to $73,000 annually. On average, that's how much a barber in Maryland can make. So in states like New York, California, where the cost of living is high, definitely they're going to make more over there. Okay. So factors influencing the salary, it depends on experience, yes. Location, yeah. Business model, skills, and specialization, definitely. So here in Maryland, that's the range from $35,000 to $73,000. That's a barber. I know a barber here. She's a lady. She is good. She is passionate about her profession. You can see it's something, you can see it's like her talent. Because this lady is good. She's so good, like sometimes she just have to say, you know what, no more. I'm tired, because people are booking. Sometimes people don't mind waiting 2 months just to have an appointment with her. That's how good she is. And even though you can go somewhere and go pay $30, they'll rather go and pay $60 to her because she will take her time and do a good job on your hair. By the time you leave her salon, you are looking nice. This woman, she is making serious money. Serious. Because she's very good at what she does. Just haircut that would take roughly 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Because if you want your beard to be trimmed and shaped as well, maybe 45 minutes. By the time you're done, $60, $65 you pay. And people don't mind paying it because she is that good. So learn it. And don't just go into it because of money. Make sure it's something you are passionate about. Make sure it's something you enjoy doing so that when you go into it, you'll be able to give it your best. That is what will get you the customers. Customers who will stay with you for years. It doesn't matter how cheap somebody else is charging, they will rather come to you and pay you double or 3 times the amount because of how good you are. So please, get into any of these skills, but make sure it's something you are passionate about. The next one is plumbers, pipe fitters, and steam fitters, plumbing in general. So the median annual wage in 2024, that's last year, was, let's run this up to $63,000 annually. 63,000. This is in Maryland. So you see, the average salary for a plumber is around 60,000 per year. However, salaries can range from 37,000 to 79,000, and hourly rates can vary. And this one too, this is just for Maryland, but states where the cost of living is high, they get paid more. States like New York, states like California, they get paid more. Okay, let me see. Same thing with electrician. The average electrician salary in the United States is $34 per hour. This is Zip Recruiter. This is one of the job platforms. But this way you can go to submit your resume and search for a job. Their typical range is between $27 and $39, but it can vary based on experience, location, and specialization. Yes. So states where the cost of living is high, yes, expect to get paid more. And states where the cost of living is low, yes, expect it to be a little bit low, just for it to be balanced. Okay. So being skilled is something that will really help you here in the West. So if you know that you moving here and you have like 6 months to 1 year, please try as much as possible to learn a skill before you come, because it is your skill that will get you rewarded. You don't want to come and be struggling. It's not worth it. Struggling when you could have come with a skill. Okay, please come with a skill. Don't just relocate. Come with a skill. Okay, so this is a few that I've shared with you, a few lists I was able to come up with. Okay, so I remember when I was back home, when my dad was filing for me, I remember he told me to learn hair braiding before relocating. But I didn't take him seriously. I was like, I'm coming to study. Why should I learn how to braid? What for? This is what I told myself, like, what for? I'm going to learn hair braiding for what? Because I did not know. I didn't know. It wasn't until I got here and saw the demand for it and the amount charged that I was like, had I known. So imagine if I had learned how to braid hair and I come here and I meet 2, 3, 4 other people that also have learned how to braid, and we partner up and we decide to braid. Just see where we would have been by now. I've been here for 16 years now. 16 years. So imagine if I decided to specialize in hair braiding. Imagine. So please don't be like me or others. Whatever skill you think you'll be comfortable learning, learn it fast. Don't mind what people will say, because they are not here, so they don't know. They'll be like, why are you learning how to braid? Why are you learning how to cut it? You are going to the West. Why are you? Don't listen to anybody. They are not here. They don't know what works here. We that are here, we know what works here. And I'm telling you, handiwork skilled jobs will take you far here in the West. So whatever skill you think you'll be comfortable learning, learn it as fast as you can, because it will help you become independent here and be your own boss. Because at the end of the day, the goal should be to be your own boss. That should be your goal. To have your own business, to be your own boss. That should be your goal. Okay? The next thing I will talk about is learn how to drive. Before moving here, please learn how to drive. Driving here is not a luxury like back home. Back home is only people who are well-to-do financially, who are from good homes, they drive. So yeah, back home, driving is a luxury, but not here in the West. Here, it's a necessity. It's a necessity. Without it, you'll be stuck. Uber, Lyft, and taxis, they work here, but they will take your money. It takes longer to get to a place with trains and buses than if you drive. Imagine having 2 jobs and you don't drive. Transportation will take all your money. You won't even have enough time to rest. And this affects your health gradually. So at the end of it, it's not even worth it that you are working 2 jobs and you don't even have anything to show for it at the end of the day. It's not worth it. So please, learn how to drive before you come here. If you don't get the opportunity, once you land here, find a driving school and go learn how to drive quickly. Quickly. Because when you drive, you are not limited. You can live anywhere you want to live. Because you have your documents, you have your green card, which is a permanent resident card. You have it. You have your social security card, you have your social security number, you drive. You can live in any of the states here in America. You will not be limited, but if you don't drive, then you get stuck. You get stuck. So please, learning here, driving here in the West is a must. It's a necessity. Otherwise, you'll be limited. I know there are some places where the trains and the buses, they work. So you may not want to, a place like New York, the buses and the trains, they are running often. So you don't even need to drive. But it's still good to learn how to drive so you can save. Because the money you will pay for Uber, Lyft, taxi, trains, buses, if you drive, you will save it. Because let's say if you have to go to a place that is 30 minutes away and you are being charged $30. But if you drive, that $30 can buy gas, and that gas will last you for maybe a week, depending on the car you drive. If you drive a car like Toyota, is good on gas. Honda, good on gas. That $30 you pay for just a 30-minute trip, it can last you 1 week. And when I say gas, I mean fuel. I mean petrol. Okay, petrol. Fuel. We call it gas here, the United States. $30 will get you gas for 1 week. But then you are paying it for just a 30-minute trip. So please, driving is a necessity. It will help you a lot. So learn how to drive before you come here. And the next thing I would like to say is that if you are coming, before you step on the plane, ask yourself, where do I want to be in 5 years? Where do I want to see myself in 5 years? You need to have a 5-year plan. because you are coming into a new environment. It's going to take you time to be grounded. It will take you time. So please have a 5-year plan so you don't come and waste your time. Know what you are coming here for. Know what you are coming here to do. Give yourself a 5-year plan because time moves fast here. If you don't plan, you'll blink and realize you've wasted 10 years, 15 years, 20 years with nothing to show for it. Set goals for your education, your career, and your finances, and start working on them from day one. Start working on them from day one. And I made a note of how to draft your 5-year plan, what you need to do in year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. I made a note of that and I will be talking on that. So for year 1, your goal should be to get stable and familiar with the system. You are new to the system. If you don't learn the system will be against you. The system that is working for some people because they know it. Because you don't know it, it will work against you. So please, for year 1, your goal should be to be stable and familiar with the system. What you need to do is to get your driver's license. So once you get your international license and you come here, you have to go take a test to prove that you can drive. So you get your learner's permit. Learner's permit is like a probation permit. You use that for 2 years. And after 2 years, once you've gotten used to the traffic laws, the roads and everything, and you feel comfortable, then you now upgrade to your driver's license. Okay. So like I said, if you didn't get the opportunity to learn how to drive back home, once you get here, find a driving school and go learn how to drive, please. So get your driver's license and also open a bank account, because once you start working, your employer will have to put the money in your account, because here that's how the system they need to make sure you are making money the legal way. That is why you need to have a bank account, so that they will deposit your paycheck in it every 2 weeks. Here we get paid every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, your employer will deposit your paycheck into your account. So make sure you open a bank account. But all this is going to be easy if you have someone to guide you. So if maybe you are here with a friend or a family, please value them. Value them, because their guidance will help you a lot. Don't take them for granted, please. Anybody who hosts you here, never take them for granted. Value them, because life here in the West is very difficult and stressful. If you don't have a support system, you will regret it. You will regret it. So value anyone who hosts you, who guides you, who tells you what to do. But there are some people, they like to hold information. They don't like to share information, because they'll be like, I've been here for 20 years and then you want me to share information with you that just came. You just came and then you want to make it within 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Whilst me, I've been here for 20 years and it took me quite some time to get where I am. People don't like to share information. And I just don't understand. Like, what is it? Our destinies are different. What took you 10 years to achieve, it may take somebody just 1 year, somebody 2 years, somebody 3 years to achieve it. Why the competition? What is it? What is it? Some people and the way they think is just something. It's just something. So, back to it. Also, Understand that you're not going to get your dream job right away. You will not. You have to start from somewhere. So you have to start with a job you don't like. Okay, it's not like you're going to be doing it for the rest of your life. No, it's just a starting point. Understand, you are not going to get your dream job right away. So you may have to settle for a low paying job for now whilst you get settled. Because here, a diploma takes, no, not diploma, an associate takes like 2 years. And then once you want the full degree, the full degree will take 4 years. So you come with your high school diploma, which is a proof that you went to college. I said college, you went to high school. And then you can go to community college for your associates. And then once you get that, you can go to the college or the university for your bachelor's. Okay. The next thing you need to do is to learn the transportation system, the public transport. Learn how to take the bus, how to take the train. You have to learn it. Because here you have to buy a bus pass or train pass. I don't know if that's how you call it. You have to buy the pass. That's what you use to get on the bus or the train. It's not free. You pay for it with the pass. A pass is a card that has your money on it. So at the train station or the bus station, you just tap it and then you can now go to where you want to go to. So you have to learn the transportation system if you are not driving yet. Even if you drive, you still need to learn the transportation system. So in situations where maybe your car is at the shop or not working, you can get on the bus or the train. Another thing is you have to understand the laws, the cultural norms, and the workplace etiquettes here. You are coming to a new environment. The culture here is different. Things that were done back home, if you do them, you may get into trouble. Things are different here. And if you don't learn the culture fast, you will get into trouble. You will get into trouble. And you don't want that. So please, year one, your goal should be to understand the laws, the cultural norms, the workplace etiquette. Because back home, like instance, you can hug a male, you can hug a female, and there's nothing wrong with it. You can be joking and then you can tap the person's shoulder and all that. But here, if you try it, the person may report it as sexual harassment. You are hugging her without her consent. She didn't give you permission. You are hugging her, you are joking with her, and you are hitting her and touching her hand. Hey, no, you will get into trouble for that. A lot of things that we do back home that we don't see anything wrong with it. Here, if you try it, you'll get into trouble. So learn the laws, the cultural norms, and the workplace etiquette. That should be your goal for year one. And you also need to build credit with a secured credit card. You need to build credit. So somebody may ask, what is a credit card? Let me show you what a credit card is. So this is what we call a credit card. It's a bank card, but in this case, it's not a debit card. Debit is your money. Credit is the bank's money. Somebody's money is not your money. That's why it's called credit card. So it is a card that lets you borrow money from a bank to pay for things. So the money will be on the card. You can use it to buy for stuff. You can use it to buy groceries, to pay bills and all that. But you have to pay it back. Usually it's on a monthly basis. The bank will give you a minimum amount to pay every month. So when you use the money, you have to pay in full. So let's say if you use $100, when it's time, you have to pay back the $100. Or if you decide to pay maybe $25, because they'll give you a minimum. Maybe they will say minimum amount to pay every month is $25. But then it comes with the interest. The interest applies on that, and you don't want that. So you have to pay the full $100 you used. Okay? That is how these banks are making money. Because a lot of people don't understand how credit card works. So they are just using. And when it's time to pay, they don't pay. They want to pay the minimum. That's why you are paying and you've not finished paying. You're like, why am I still paying for the credit card? Yes, because you are paying the minimum when you should be paying the full amount. Okay? So usually at the end of the month, you'll get a bank statement or a bill, which lets you know, okay, this is how much you used. Okay, minimum due is this amount. If you want, you pay the minimum. If you want, you can pay the full amount. So this is what we mean by a credit card. But then when you are new in the system, they don't trust you yet. You don't have any credit score. They need to trust you that you are trustworthy with money. So they'll have to use your own money to do the credit card for you. So you can use $500 or $1,000 of your money and they do the credit card for you. So when you use it, you pay it back. That's how you build your credit if you are new. If you are new here, that's how you build your credit. You use it, you pay it back. You use it, you pay it back. So after a year, you can now apply for the bank's credit card and you will get it because when they check your credit score, they can see that yes, you made payments on time, you didn't miss payments and all that. Okay? So you need to. Like I said, a credit card is not free money. Credit, somebody's money. If you don't pay back what you borrowed, you will be charged extra fees and your credit score will be hurt. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. You don't want anybody taking your money and not paying it back. So please, when you take somebody's money, pay it back. Credit card is not free money. It's somebody's money. Pay it back. Okay. So the next thing is a credit score. Somebody might ask, what is a credit score? What is a credit score? So a credit score is a number that shows how well you manage borrowed money. Borrowed money, that's from any lender, whether it's the bank or the dealership, wherever. It shows how well you manage borrowed money. And it ranges from 300 to 850 in the United States. That's the credit score. Score, number, from 300 to 850. And the higher your score, the more trustworthy you appear to banks and companies. The lower your score, the harder it is to borrow money, rent a home, or even get a job. Because there are some jobs, they will check your credit score. Jobs in financial institutions, they need to know that you can be trusted with money. Because if your credit score is good, it means that what? It's less likely for you to steal. But if your credit is low, you can't be trusted because the possibility of you stealing is high. So that is why you need to make sure you're building your credit score. You use money, you pay it back. Don't miss payments often. Because most things here, they are financed. You can't buy a car cash. You can't buy a house cash. Student loan. You need loan. To start a business, you need loan and all that. So that's why your credit score is very important. That is what will help you to get the loan with less interest. So don't think you are being smart by taking the credit card and using the money without paying for it. Some people, we call it max out. You max out your credit card. Let's say if the bank gave you $25,000, you use up the $25,000 and now you're not even paying back. You think that you are getting away with it. Don't think so. Unless maybe you don't want to do any business here or you don't want a loan to do anything. But if you want to start a business or anything, it will go against you. Do not play with your credit score. Don't. Don't. So, what I know, what affects your credit card, what I know is payment history. Do you pay your bills on time? It's most important. You have to pay your bills on time. If maybe the due date is, let's say, January 25th, make sure at least by January 20th, you've made the payment. Or even make sure you schedule it so that at least by the January 25th, the payment will go through. Pay your bills on time. And also, are you using too much of the available credit? If it is $25,000, don't use like 20,000 within 1 month. You've already used 20,000. Whoa, that's too much. That's a red flag right there. That's too much. Use what you can pay back every month. If you use, let's say you can pay $500 a month. If you use the $500, pay back the $500. You use 200, pay back the 200. Don't be using too much of it. Don't. And also length of credit history, how long you've had a credit for. Do you have different types of credit? Don't take like I think I would say to build your credit, one credit card is okay. Don't take 2, 3 credit cards because you are saving money. You think, oh, let me use it, I'll pay it back. When it's time to pay back the money, that's when you will know. You will know. Don't take too much credit card. One is enough. You are just building your credit. You use $200, you pay it back. 300, you pay it back. You don't need 2, 3, 4 credit cards to build your credit. No, you don't. You don't. So that's what you need to do in year 1. All this that I said is the goal for year 1. Okay? So, to anybody new in the system or to somebody who is just coming into the system, a good credit score matters. It matters because you can get approved for apartments, car loans, or mortgages. You qualify for lower interest rates. You can be trusted more by landlords, employers, and even phone companies because they will check your credit score to see if you can be trusted. So if you have a good credit score, it really helps you. But then if you have a bad credit score, you might be denied loans or housing. Even if you are approved, it comes with high interest rate, which is not worth it. It's not worth it. So the best thing you can do is to get a good credit score. And because you have bad credit score, you'll be seen as high risk. Because what shows that if we give you this loan, you will pay it back as promised? Looking at your credit score, what shows that if we give you the loan, you will pay it back monthly as promised? So some banks will take chance with you, some they will not. So they will deny you. They will deny your application right there. No. Some, like I said, will take the risk, but it comes with higher interest rate, which is not worth it at the end of the day. So please, building a good credit score should be your priority. So somebody may ask, how do I build a good credit? I'm new to the system. I just arrived not long ago, or I'm now coming into the system. How do I build a good credit? I would say start with the secured credit card. That's the card you use your own money. Any bank you go to, that's what they will tell you to do. You will use your own money to do the credit card. And then you use your card for small purchases each month. Like you use $100, you pay it back. $50, you pay it back, okay? Pay the full balance on time. So make sure you use an amount you can pay in full every month. $100, you pay it back. $200, you pay it back, okay? Keep your balance low. Don't use more than 30% of your limit. If they used, let's say, $1,000 for it, please keep don't use too much. And don't take too many cards. There are some banks that may want to give you their credit card. In that case, don't take too many. Me, I would say one is fine. You are just building your credit. One is fine. You are working. You have your own money plus a credit card. So in cases where you feel like you want to use a credit card, you use it. At the end of the month, you pay it back. You don't need 2, 3 credit cards. A lot of people, because they didn't get the right information and they've destroyed their life. They've messed up their finances. They've messed up their credit score. Don't be like them. That's why I'm sharing these tips with you. Don't be like them. And here in the West, like I said, the system works. The system, it works. So we have something called collections or collection agency. Collections, like the name is saying, to get something back. Collections. When you borrow money or use the credit cards, like use credits, yeah, like credit card, phone bill, medical bills, loans. You are expected to pay it back on time. You can do payment plan if you can pay it all, but you're expected to pay it back on time. And if you miss payments for a long time, usually 90 days, which is 3 months, the company you owe money to, once they've contacted you to no avail, you've not responded to their calls, nothing, they will take your information to the debt agency. They will send your debt to collections, and those people, don't play with them. The debt collectors, collection, don't play with them. These people, they will stress you out. They will call your house, they will call your workplace, they will call people you know. And it's sort of like, how do they even know people you're related to? Like your friends, how do they even know? Because they will call people you're related to. They will call your mother, they will call your father, they will call your brother, they will call anybody who might be related to you, just to get you to pay back the money. These people, they don't play. So please, when you borrow any money, pay it back. Collections will ruin your credit score. And when that thing gets on your credit, I think it takes 7 years before you can clear it off. Don't play with them. Collections is when a debt collection agency takes over your unpaid bill. That means someone else, not the company you owe money to, is not trying to get the money from you. So what happens when a bill goes to collections? You start getting calls, letters, or emails from them. They will not let you sleep. They will not let you sleep. The unpaid debt is also reported to credit bureaus. These credit bureaus, we have Experian, we have I've forgotten their names. It's three of them. It's three of them. TransUnion. There's TransUnion. There's Experian. There's another one. When I remember, I will bring it up. These are the people that build your credit score. So like if you pay your bills on time, the bank will send the report to them, and then that's how they update the information in their system, and that's how your credit score gets built. Okay, so if you don't pay, the debt is reported to these credit bureaus, and your credit score drops significantly. And like I said, it can stay on your record for up to 7 years. And when that happens, it becomes much harder to get approved for loans, credit cards, or even apartments, because some of these apartments, they check credit score to be sure that you can pay the rent. And if they check and they are not really okay, they'll say you need a co-signer. We should go and co-sign for you, because what people don't know is that if you co-sign a loan or something, if the person doesn't pay it back, you are the one they are coming after. So you should only co-sign for somebody you trust. Somebody that has proved that they are trustworthy with money. Somebody that you yourself, by being with them that they are trustworthy with money. These are people you can take the risk and co-sign for them in case they want a loan or they want to rent an apartment or something. But if not, don't co-sign don't. Because if the person doesn't pay the bill, you are the one they're coming after. And it affects your credit score as well. So please understand that. Don't just get up and go co-sign. Oh, this is my friend. Oh, this is my buddy. Oh, this is my brother, my sister, or my family. So, there's nothing wrong with. Let me just. Don't try it. Don't try it, because if the person doesn't pay, you are the one they are coming after. You are the one they are coming after. So don't try it. And an example of this is, let's say you get a $200 phone bill, and then you've not paid that bill for 3 months. They keep calling you, they're not getting hold of you. You don't want to pay them back, no problem. All they have to do is report it to this debt collectors. And then once they report it to these debt collectors, they now take over and they start harassing you. They will harass you. People don't play. They will harass you. And that agency, the debt collection agency, I said, I don't even know how they get to know who you are related to, or even where you work at. They will call your workplace. They will call your friends, your family members, anybody who knows, they will call them just to let them know you owe money. They should tell you to come and pay it back. So now your credit score drops, and landlords or banks may no longer trust you. So please, don't play with credit score here. Don't play with credit. When you borrow money, please pay it back. Like I said, what you don't want to be done to you, don't do it to others. Please do unto others as you want them to do unto you. If somebody takes your money and don't pay it back, you will not be happy. So don't take somebody's money and not pay it back. Don't do that. So somebody may ask, how do I avoid collections? I will tell you, pay your bills on time. Pay the bills on time. Your phone bill, your cable bill, which is your Wi-Fi, and all that, pay it on time. Your medical bills, any bill. If you can't pay, you can do payment plan. You call them, you work something out with them. Hey, I can't pay the full $1,000, but I can pay maybe $200 every month. They will be okay with it. You just need to follow up. That's all they want. They want you to follow up because they understand that is how things work here. People don't have the full money to pay. You owe $1,000, you can't pay the full $10, no problem. We can work something out with you. Is it $100 you can pay every month? Okay, let's do it. Okay? If you can't pay the full amount, call the company and ask for a payment plan. Don't ignore them. Don't do that. It will backfire on you. Don't do that. And don't ignore late payment notices. They don't go away on their own. If you don't pay and the collection agency now starts harassing you, please respond to them. Work something out with them. And sometimes things get so busy, we even forget that we have to make the bill maybe at this time of the month. So use automatic payment or reminders to stay on top of due date. So in your account, you can actually do the automatic, we call it recurring. You say that, okay, the third of every month, take this amount from my account. So automatically, the third of the month, it will take the money. Okay? So in order to avoid that, use automatic payment or reminders. You can set a reminder on your phone or something. Maybe 3 days to the due date or 5 days to the due date. Set a reminder. Okay? So you don't forget. And also, this is a tip I have. If you already have something in collections, maybe you didn't know all these things and now you've been sent to collections, you can still pay it back. You can still pay it back. And then the good thing with these agencies is that some of them, they'll remove it from your credit report if you pay the money. But you have to ask for it in writing, because here in America, everything is about evidence. The person says it on the phone doesn't mean anything. It has to be in writing. That's proof. So you can, I think it's called pay for delete agreement. You pay it and then you tell them to remove it from your credit report. It has to be in writing. Okay? And then even if you pay and it's not deleted, at least it shows what? It shows responsibility. You've paid your money. Okay? So all this that I said is the year one goal. Year one. Okay? Okay. So year two. This is when now you've understood the system a bit and all that. This goal, your goal for year two, should be to upgrade your qualifications and employability. Okay? Enroll in trade school like carpentry, HVAC, which is heating, ventilation, AC, all these trade school. Enroll in trade school, get a skill. Okay, if you're not able to learn anything back home because you didn't get the right information and you are now here, no problem. No problem at all. You have your permanent residence card, you have your social security card, that's great. You can enroll in trade school and go learn a skill. Okay, you can also do certification programs like certified nurse assistant. You can work with the elderly, seniors, okay? Or courses, you can start your associates. If you are fortunate to have someone who is hosting you, you don't have any bills you are paying off yet, you can start your associates. And let's say even if you came with your foreign degrees, like your bachelor's, here they don't recognize these degrees because they know that people can buy their way out. They know. So when you come here with your foreign degree, you still need to go back to school, sometimes 2 years. You need to go back to school for 2 years. So if you're a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, whatever, you have to go back for like 2 years to go and learn how things work here before they will now give you the go ahead. Okay. So you have to start your credential evaluation if you have foreign degrees. And let's say English is not your first language, like this French-speaking countries. You have to take English improvement classes. Some of them is for free. These community colleges is for free. English as a second language. They will teach you for free. You can even go on YouTube and go learn. Okay? So take English improvement classes if where you are coming from, English is not your first language. And also make sure that as you go to community college, in your neighborhood, everywhere, network, okay? Network in your community and industry, at school, at college, everywhere, network. When you meet people, be nice, exchange phone numbers if possible, network. This is how you get to make friends, people that in case of anything, they can help you, okay? So please network in your community, wherever you find yourself. And also keep working on your credit score. Keep improving your credit score. And always make sure you have like 3 to 6 months of money saved. In case you lose your job or something, it may take you maybe 1 month or 2 months to get another job. You have like 6 months of income saved. It won't affect you like that. Once you start working, make sure you have at least 3 to 6 months of income saved. Okay, so that is year 2. So this English improvement class, I'll even say year 1. I will say year 1. If you are coming from a country where English is not your first language, in your first year of landing here, please, you need to start learning English. Go to community college to take the class, or even YouTube. Start learning the English. America is an English-speaking country. Start learning, okay? So it's going to be easy for you to blend in. All right, so that's year 2. So I was talking about year 1, talking about year 2. So year 3, at least if you started with your associate, within 2 years, you should have been done. So now you're in year 3. So in year 3, your goal should be to move towards your desired career path. Whatever you can get with an associate's fine. If you think you still want to get your bachelor's, something like a registered nurse, of course, you need your bachelor's. LPN, license, practical nurse, I think you can use associates for that. But if you want to be a registered nurse, you need to get your bachelor's. Okay, so in year 3, your goal should be to move towards your desired career path. Apply for better paying, skill aligned jobs, because the skill jobs, that's where the money is. That's where the money is. So apply for better paying, skill aligned jobs. Transition from survival jobs, because when you came, you have to do survival job, because you have to, get grounded, learn the system and all that. So of course, you're going to start with survival jobs. But after 2 years, you should be moving to your career, your dream job. You should be moving there. So transition from survival jobs to career jobs if possible. Okay. Also start a side hustle or business if it fits your skills. Like if you are a plumber, you are working for a company, you can start your own side hustle. You too, when you get off work, you can go do your side hustle. If you're a mechanic, same thing. Or maybe you are into tech industry. After you get off work, you can go do a side hustle. Maybe if you're into suya making, after you get off your tech work, you go do your suya job as well. But that has to be after. Because if you are doing it at the time you're supposed, that's conflict of interest. You don't want that. Okay, so once you get off your normal job, then you go do your side hustle. Okay, and then also grow your savings. By now, you should your savings should be growing. Don't live paycheck to paycheck. Don't come to the work to live from paycheck to paycheck. Don't come here with the goal, with the mindset to succeed. Even if it takes you 5 years, have that mindset that I'm here to succeed. I'm not here to struggle. I'm not here to live from paycheck to paycheck. No. That's why I said learn a skill before you come here, because it will help you in the long run. Okay? So that's year 3. And year 4, you should be grounded by now. You should know your way around. You should know the system, how it works and all that. So you now your goal should be to build wealth and give back. Okay. So in year 4, your goal should be at least buy your first home or invest in real estate. You know, some people back home, they feel like, oh, here in the West, if you buy a home, it's for 30 years, for 15 years. No, no. When you buy a home, you are not tied to live in that house for 30 years. It's just the stretch the bank gives to you so you can pay back the loan. But I think it varies by state. Some state, the minimum you can live in a house is for like 6 months. And after that, you can rent out the house. You rent it out, so somebody will be paying the mortgage for you whilst building equity on it. If you want, after 6 months, if you think you don't want the house anymore, you can sell the house. You sell the house, somebody now buys the house. You will pay back the bank, whatever you owe the bank, you pay them back. You pay your agent, the agent that work with you to sell the house, the escrow companies, whatever. After you pay everybody, whatever is left is yours. It's yours. So really, if you really want to go into real estate, this is the best place to do it. This is the best place to buy a house, not back home. Not back home where you are not there. People will be spending your money and all that. You are not there to supervise things, to see what things are, to see what's going on there. And then you are working hard only for people to spend your money. So if you want to go into real estate in the West, that's the best place, because when you build a house, you start building equity on it. After 6 months, after 1 year, if you don't want the house anymore, you can sell it. The next buyer can also live in it. If they want to live in it, fine. If they too don't want, they can rent it out or also sell it. That's how it works. You are not tied that because you bought the house, whether I like it or not, for 30 years you have. No, that's not true. That's not true. But I'll go into that in another video. Okay. So in year 4, your goal should be to buy your first home or invest in real estate. Also, by now, you should have known the system, so you can mentor other immigrants. People now coming into the system, you can mentor them. You can join community initiatives. You can continue your education. Now, maybe you want to get your master's degree. Good, go for it. Go for it. You can continue your education or certifications for promotions. So you can build on your certificates. Some, like in the tech industry, you can learn different things. And that gives you the opportunity for promotions, okay? You can also grow emergency funds and investments. And you can diversify assets for long-term security, like 401k and all those things. You can do all that. So that's year 4. And year 5, wow, year 5, now you are solid. You are grounded. Because year 5 is when you are now eligible to apply for citizenship. You have to, with your permanent resident card, after 5 years, you are now eligible to become a citizen. So year 5, wow, you are grounded. So your goal should be to solidify your place in the country and expand upon. Please don't wait. Don't wait. Once you're eligible, apply. Apply for it. Because you don't know what may happen tomorrow. Once you're eligible to become a citizen, please apply for it. Quick, quick, quick. Don't waste time. So year 5, your goal should be to solidify your place in the country and expand opportunities. Apply for citizenship if you're eligible. Don't waste time. Apply for it. Start or scale a business. You can start a business. Because now you've built credit, you have some money saved, you can use as down payment if you go for a loan to start a business. Start a business. You don't have to start big. You can start small. Like suya making. You now want to make your hair braiding big. Start. Start it. Okay? Now you can set up intergenerational wealth. You can start it. College funds, investment, trust, all those things. Set it up. Okay, and after year 5, you can also plan for the next 5 years. You can create your next 5-year growth plan. That's how it should be. You are done with your first 5 years, you can create another 5 years plan. Okay. So this is what I have for you for your 5-year plan in the West. If you are coming to the West, please have your 5-year plan ready. Okay. Also, before moving here, make sure you bring your high school diploma, your degrees or transcripts. Bring everything. Bring everything. Because I know back home, if you want these things, it can take time. So start working on it. Once you know you are coming here, start working on it. Go back to your high school, go get the diploma, go get the degrees, the transcript, get the original, okay? And you can scan it and put it in your email or in a folder somewhere. Somewhere you can always reach, you can reach for, okay? You can put it in your email, you can put it in a folder, something. So when you come here and you are asked for it, you can put it up. If they try to contact the school and they can't get them, you have the original as well as the copies, okay? So make sure you bring your high school diploma, your degrees, your transcript, bring everything. Get the original and make copies of them. Also scan them, put them somewhere safe, because this is proof you completed high school, and you will need it if you want to further your education here. Before you want to go to college, they need to make sure you went to high school. So bring them here. And like I said, for professionals like doctors, nurses, other professionals, I hate to bring it to you, break it to you. I hate to break it to you, but your degree from back home will not be recognized here. It will not. You will need to take another 1 to 2 years of classes here to be licensed and recognized. And don't take it personal, okay? It's to get rid of the quacks. It's to get rid of the fakes, because they know that back home people can buy their way out of anything. That's why they don't recognize foreign degrees. You have to prove that you really got that, okay? So yes, I'm sorry, but your degree from back home will not be recognized here. And also, documentation is everything. Please don't come here without proper documents. If maybe you apply for the visitor's visa, B1, B2 visa, and you come, don't try to stay. Please go back. Go back. Because if you want to beat the system, you regret it. Because you need your documents to survive here. If you came with student visa, once you are done, go back. If you are fortunate to meet a citizen who wants to be with you, good. You get married. In that way, the person can apply for you to get your green card. If you came with workers visa, H1HB, is it HB, H1HB? I think so. Once it's done and you have to go back, go back. But if you're fortunate to also meet a citizen who wants to be with you, you get married, the person can apply for you to get the green card or the permanent residence card so you can stay here legally. Please don't come here without proper documentations. Only come when you have the right documents. That's green card, student visa, work visa. Do not overstay a visitor's visa. Don't do that. Overstaying a visitor's visa will trap you. Without proper documents, you can't work legally. And because of that, you'll be taking advantage. People will take advantage of you. People will exploit you. People will use you because they know you can't take them to court. You can't sue them. You can't do anything to them because you are afraid of being deported when caught. So you just be quiet and it's not worth it. The stress, The suffering you will go through without proper documentation is not worth it. So please only come when you have the right documents. Okay? And a green card, which is a permanent residence card, it opens doors. It opens doors to work, stability, and eventually citizenship after 5 years. Okay? Life without proper documentation is a nightmare. It's a struggle. It's a hassle. Please. You can't work legally if you don't have your documents. You can't take people to court because they know. So they will exploit you. They will cheat you. They will take advantage of you. Okay? So somebody might ask, what is a green card? A green card is what we call a permanent resident card. It allows foreign citizens, okay, foreign, you are not from here, foreign citizens to live and work legally in the United States. It's not the same as US citizenship. No, it's not the same. Green card is the first step. After 5 years, you now qualify to apply for a citizenship, okay? So it's not the same as US citizenship, but it's the most important step before becoming one. With a green card, you can live anywhere in the United States. You are not limited. You can live anywhere. You can work for any employer. You can open a bank account. You will get a social security number. You can travel in and out of the United States anytime you want. Just that you can stay for more than 6 months with your green card. If you leave the country, at least minimum of 3 months should be okay. I think 4, 5, that's too much. Minimum of 3 months should be okay. Because if you stay more than 6 months, it will be expired. It will expire. You can't come back to the United States if you live for more than 6 months. So please, when you travel to your country, at least 3 months should be okay. All right? 3 months should be okay. And then eventually, after 5 years, you can apply for citizenship. This is what you cannot do if you have a green card. You cannot vote. Voting is only for citizens. If you are not a citizen, you cannot vote. And you must follow the law and not leave the US for too long. Like I said, 3 months should be the minimum. And if you don't apply for your citizenship after 5 years, you have to renew the card every 10 years, like a passport. You have to renew it every 10 years. So look, don't waste time. Save money for that. Once you're eligible, pay for it and get your citizenship. Okay? Okay. So this is what I know, though. Ways to get a green card. This is what I know. You can get it through family. When we say family, either your children, your parents, husband, wife. I think that's it. Like your nuclear family. So to get a green card based on family, it has to be either parents, children, spouses. That's it. That's it. You can also get it through work. But that one, I'll have to dig deep. I know you can get it through work. You can also get it as a refugee or asylum seeker. Once you've proved that you are not safe in your country, and they verified that it's true, you are not safe in your country, you can get a green card as a refugee or asylum seeker. You can also get it through the green card lottery, what we call the lottery visa. Yes, you can get the green card once you win and you have a family. You can come with your family, you, your wife, your children, all of you can come together. get the green card. And you can also get it through married to a US citizen. You can only get the green card if you are married to a US citizen. Okay? So these are ways to get a green card. You can get it through family. You can get it through work. You can get it through the green card lottery. You can get it through married to a US citizen or as a refugee or asylum seeker. Okay? And this is why I keep saying, don't come here without proper documentation, because without a green card, your options are limited. You will not be able to work legally. You are at risk of deportation. If you are caught, you'll be deported. And you don't have legal protection. That's why people will cheat you, they will exploit you, they will take advantage of you because they know you can't sue them or take them to court. They know. But if you have a green card, you have stability, you have opportunity and the freedom to build a better life for yourself and your family. So if you are planning to move to the United States, getting your green card should be a major goal. It should be a priority. It should be. It should be. Okay? That's why I said if you came with the student visa, once you're done with your college and fortunately for you, you meet someone who wants to be with you, you also want to be with the person, good for you. You can get married and the person can file for you to get the green card. Same thing with the worker's visa. If fortunately for you meet somebody who wants to be with you, you also want to be with them, they can file for you, get married, and they can file for you to get your green card. Okay? So, another thing I would like to talk about is to understand the law and respect it. Because I know that back home in Africa, things are done differently. But here, the law works. The law works. No one is above the law. You can't bribe an officer here. It will land you in jail. Because the salary they make, how much can you give to him? How much can you give to the officer? Because they are making good income. You can bribe them. So understand that the law works here. No bribing police officers. You will go to jail. And you have to know the traffic laws. That's why when you come here, even with your international license, you still need to go to driving school so you can understand the traffic laws, understand the road, everything here. You need to know about driving. You need to go to driving school to understand all that. If you don't want to go to driving school, fine, you can learn it on YouTube, wherever. But you need to know the traffic laws. You need to stop at red light. You can't go through red light. You have to stop. And you have to yield to pedestrians. Even animals, yes, animals are protected here. Animals too have rights here. The laws protect animals here too. So you have to yield to pedestrians. When they step in the crossing, what we call zebra crossing back home, once the person steps there, you have to stop and let them cross. Even if you are making a right turn, yeah, you can make a right turn on red. You can make a right turn on red. So you're making a right turn and people are crossing. You need to stop for them to cross. If you hit somebody, you are in serious trouble. You are in serious trouble. So please know the traffic rules here. Stop at red light. Don't go through red light. Yield for pedestrians and animals. Zebra crossing. When the person is crossing, let them cross. Stop completely for them to cross. That's why you are coming into a cultural shock when you move here. cultural shock. So be ready to learn a lot. We have another thing we call the four-way stop. Four-way stop, this is where the traffic light is not there. It's not everywhere that you have traffic lights. There are some places you don't have traffic lights, but we have what we call the four-way stop. Four-way stop means that the intersections, there's a stop sign there. Whoever gets there first, you go first. And then the next one who gets to the stop sign, you are the next. So it's a line, the stop line, the solid white line. Whoever gets there first, you go. Then the next person, you also go. But some people, they don't know this. So even though you have the right of way, you still need to check and be sure you are safe to go before you go. Because some people, they will not stop. And I understand for some, they don't know the traffic laws yet. They are new to the system. So they might go. There are some, even though they're in the system, they just don't obey. They don't respect traffic laws. They will go. So even though you have the right of way, please make sure you are safe to go before you go to avoid accidents. Okay? Also, don't drive without driver's license or car insurance. Insurance is a must. Once you drive a car, you need insurance. Because without insurance, you can't even drive. Don't take that risk. Don't even try it. Once you drive, you have a car that you're driving, you need insurance. And insurance, you pay it every month. You pay it every month. Don't forget it. If you have to let them do it automatic to what I call draft payment, to take it out every month so you don't forget, do it. Because you can get into trouble. If you've not paid your insurance and you are driving, you will get into trouble. So please, don't drive without a license. Back home, people do what they want. People are driving without license and they are getting away with it. But here in the West, don't try it. Don't drive without a license. Even if you are here with international license, if you've not gone to do your driving test here to get the learner's permit, you need a driver here to be in the car with you. You can't drive by yourself. You need someone to be in the car with you. If I'm wrong, please put it in the comment. Let me know. But what I know is that you need someone who is already here, who has their license for some time now to be in the car with you. You can't drive by yourself. Even the learner's permit. The learner's permit, you can drive. Learner's permit is you are now learning. Learners, you are not learning how to drive. You can drive by yourself. You need a driver in the car with you. After you pass your driving test, you'll now be given the driver's license. I think they have I've forgotten the name. The probation one is for 2 years. After 2 years, then you now get the full driver's license. So understand, if you come here to the West, you need to go to driving school if you desire to drive. When you pass the driving test, you first get learner's permit to learn how to drive. Okay? If you did not have the opportunity to learn how to drive back home, when you are here, you need to go to driving school to learn how to drive, but you first need your learner's permit before you can go to the driving school. So you need to first get the learner's permit, then you can now go to driving school to learn how to drive. After you are comfortable with the driving, you can now make an appointment to go do driving test. When you pass the driving test, they will give you the probation driver's license for 2 years. After the 2 years, you can now get the full driver's license. So understand, you cannot drive with a learner's permit. You can't. That's why we have driver's license. But the learners, if we don't have learner's license, no, it's learner's permit, permission. Okay? Do not drive with your learner's permit. If you want to drive, there should be a driver in the car with you before you can drive with your learner's permit. If not, when you are stopped by a police, you will get into trouble. So don't try it. Also, if a police officer stops you, please stay in your car. I know back home, when an officer stops you, you get out of the car, you try to talk to the officer and all that. But here, it's not like that. The officer will feel threatened. They'll feel like you are coming to attack them or something. So they will defend. And if you are not careful, they will shoot you. So please, when an officer stops you, pull to a safe place. I have a video of that I'll share very soon. Pull to a safe place. Stay in your car. Keep your hands visible. That means put your hands where he can see them, both of your hands. So put your hands on the steering wheel where he can see them. Stay in your car. Don't reach for anything. Maybe you want to reach, don't reach for anything. Put your hands where he can see. Because if you try to reach for something, he will think you are reaching for a weapon and he will defend, he will shoot. Don't do that. So please, keep your hands visible on the steering wheel where he can see them. And only reach for documents when you are asked to. Because when he comes to your car, he will say, can I have your driver's license and your registration? Your registration card, that's the car registration. He will ask for that. The car registration will have information he needs. Whether you have insurance or not, he will be able to find all that. So when he asks you for your license on your registration, that's when you reach for it. Because now he can see you. His hand is already on his gun. He's not playing. His hand is on his gun as you are reaching. So in case you find a weapon, oh, he will shoot. You don't want that. So please, stay in your car when an officer stops you. Keep your hands visible on the stair where he can see them, and only reach for documents when asked. Please. Let me share the how to know if an officer stops you. So this is how you know that you've been stopped. You will see his light will flash. So when he's behind you and you see the light displaying, that means he wants you to stop. Sometimes too, he just wants you to get out of his way so he can respond to an emergency or something. So the only way you will know that he wants you to get out of his way is when you change lanes and he doesn't change lane with you and he still keeps going. It means that he has not stopped you. But if you change lane and he also changed the lane with you, you change, he still, that means that he wants you to stop. So you have to pull over. So you see, so this is how you do this one like this. He just wants way to go somewhere. So you see, this is what we call the shoulder. So he's using the shoulder. This is the highway. And because of traffic, he can't go through. So he has to use the shoulder to get to where he wants to go to. But that's how you know that you've been stopped. The light, his light will flash. His lights will display. So once you see that, you change lane, he's still following you, you change lane, so that means that yes, he's gotten you. So you pull to the shoulder. So if you're on the highway and that happens, pull to this shoulder. Get out of the lane. Get out of danger. Okay? Don't block other people. Get out of the lane and get on the shoulder. He will follow you. He will stop. Once both of you stop, like I said, stay in your car. Don't come out. Keep your hands visible on the steering wheel, like what is done here. You see? So this is how it works. Put your hands where he can see them. Okay? So he will ask you questions like that. He will ask you for your license and registration. You give it all to him. Okay? He'll go verify all those things. Once he verifies and there's no problem, fine. And another way, this is how it is at night. The light is so bright. So at night is when you really see it. So once he stops you, you pull over. That's the term for it. You pull over. You see? He or she will come to your car, ask you questions. So that is why I'm saying do not drive without a license, because if a police stops you and you don't have a license, you are in trouble. You don't have insurance. Oh my God, you are in trouble. You don't want that. So please, to avoid all this, do not drive without a license, which means don't drive with your learner's permit. A driver has to be in the car with you. Even with your international license, It's not recognized here, I think. So a driver has to be in the car with you, or you will have to go take the driving test and get the driver's license of the country you are in. Okay, so do that. And we have something here we call a record, criminal record. So somebody might ask that, what is it? A record is like your permanent report card for how you behave in a system, okay? Whether it's the legal system or the credit system or the immigration system or even school. It's written proof of something you did, good or bad. And it can follow you and be seen by important people like employers, landlords, the government, or banks. That's why with your green card, be careful what you do here. As a green card holder, be careful. Because if you are eligible to be a citizen and you have a criminal record, it will go against you. You'll be denied. If you're not careful, it depends on what you've done. If it's extreme, you'll be deported. You will lose the green card and be deported. So as a green card holder, you're on probation. You are on probation. So be careful what you do here. Be careful, because once you get a record as a green card holder, it can affect you negatively, especially when you want to get your citizenship. It can affect you. And not just that, even when you have a criminal record, it affects you when you're looking for a job. Because let's say you've gotten your dream job, but because of your record, they check and you have a criminal record, the company will rescind the offer. They'll be like, we are sorry. We are sorry, we can't move forward with you because of your criminal record. Be very careful. We have types of records. So we have the criminal record, like I mentioned. This shows if you've ever been arrested, charged, or convicted of a crime. Even a small offense like stealing, fighting, or driving without a license can stay on your record for years. Sometimes people will go to these stores and they feel like, oh, let me steal. Nobody's watching. But look, the surveillance cameras are everywhere. Surveillance camera, they are everywhere. So don't even think of stealing. You'll be caught. Something as small as a pen, a pencil will give you a record. So please, no stealing. If you can afford it, let it go. Don't try to steal or even fighting. If somebody wants to, bring that, just walk away. Argument is not worth it. Walk away. Somebody wants to be nasty, to be disrespectful, please walk away. Don't try to retaliate or fight. Don't. Let the police handle it. If you think it's something that is trending, you can call the police and report it. Let police take care of it. If it is your house and something is going on you don't like, call 911 and ask for police. With the phone, they can track your location because the system works here. The tracking system, it works. With your phone, with the call you made, they can track your location. So even if you don't know the address, they will send police there because it can track the location. So please stay away from fighting. Okay? Driving without license, like I said, don't do it. Don't drive with your learner's permit. If you want to drive, a driver has to be in the car with you. Do not drive alone with your learner's permit. It can stay on your record for years. And if you have a criminal record, it can affect your ability to get a job, even rent an apartment, because landlords, they check all these things. I don't want to give my house to any criminal. No. I don't want to hire any criminal. No, they will check all these things. So please be careful as a green card holder. Be careful. A criminal record can affect your ability to get a job, rent an apartment, get a visa, or apply for citizenship. because they get a visa that I said. This is back home, because this embassies, they will tell you to go get the police record or something. So if you have a record, they can deny you your visa. Even back home, if you have a record, the consulate can deny you the visa. So please be careful. Be careful. We also have credit record or credit history. That's why I say that do not mismanage the credit card. It's not your money. It's somebody's money. If you use it, pay it back. Don't max out your credit card. Don't, because it will be on your credit history. Your credit record, it shows how you manage money, whether you pay your bills, loans you've taken, or credit cards on time. A bad credit record means banks and landlords cannot trust you. You cannot be trusted. But a good credit record, it shows that you are trustworthy. So it will help you. It makes it easy for you to borrow money, get a car, a house, or even a phone contract. That's why you don't play with your credit score. Don't play with it. Don't play with your credit. Treat it like it's yours. Guard it like it's yours. Okay? Guard it like it's your money. What you not like somebody to do to you, don't do it to them. Don't do that. We also have the immigration record. This shows if you follow the rules when entering or living in a country. That's what a lot of people don't know. That's why it says a green card holder. If you decide to leave the country, at least 3 months should be okay. 3 months should be okay. If you are leaving the country too often, that will go on your history too. At least once or twice a year should be fine. But as a green card holder, you're leaving the country 4 or 5 times in a year. It goes on your history. They will check, like, what's going on here? And you cannot stay out of the country for more than 6 months. It will go on the history. It can affect you. Same thing. You get the visitor's visa, you come, and then you don't go back. You think you are beating the system. But when maybe you've met somebody who wants to be with you, you get married. Now the person has filed for you to get the green card. And when you get to the interview, the interviewer will open up your history. It's there. It's going to be there that you overstayed the visa. If you worked illegally or broke immigration rules, it's going to be there. So do not play with immigration. It can block future visas or citizenship. And in that case, like, you have to get a lawyer. If you know that you overstayed your visa, instead of you going back, you chose not to go back and decided to stay. You need a good lawyer to defend your case so that you can get the green card by marriage. If not, forget it. You'll be denied and deported. So it will be on your record. So do not play. Follow the rules when entering or living in a country. If you got the visa to come for 3 months, stay for 3 months, go back. You want to stay for 5 months, stay for 5 months, go back. I think even with the visitor's visa, you can't stay for more than 6 months. I think so. So when you come, 3 months should be okay, go back. Max 4 months, fine. 5 months, you are stretching it too much. Okay? Please be careful. The system here, it works. Everything you are doing, you may think it won't affect you now, but in the future, that's when they will show you that the system works. Be careful. Because once something is on your record, especially if it's negative, it can follow you for years. Even if you've changed, it can follow you. That's why you must be careful with every decision you make in a new country. Be careful. Be careful. Because one mistake can close doors and one good habit can open them. I want the best for you, or that's why I'm giving you all these tips based on experience, based on other people's experience. I want to make it easy for you coming in here, you coming new, or you who just came in. I want to make it easy for you. Okay? So please, you have to protect your record. Follow the law, even the small ones. Follow them. Pay your bills and fines on time. If you get a ticket, maybe you run the red light and you get a ticket in your mail, pay it. Don't ignore it. You get a moving violation, you get a ticket, pay it. Don't ignore it, please. Keep good documents. Keep records of things. Ask questions when you're unsure. Don't assume anything. Ask questions when you're unsure. Okay? As a green card holder, because you're on probation. That's what a lot of people don't know. With green card, you're on probation. It's when you pass the probation that you can now be a citizen. So protect your record as best as you can. Also, I want to say this to men coming from patriarchal societies where women are looked down on, children are looked down on. Please, I'm telling you, men coming from such societies, the culture here is very different. The culture here in the West, it favors women, it favors children, it favors seniors, or what we call the elderly. It favors them, it favors animals, it favors men too, but it's in a ranking order. Please, the culture here is very different, and if you are not careful, you could destroy your life with one bad decision. Maybe back home, you can hit a woman and get away with it. If you try it here, all she needs to do is call 911, ask for the police, and they'll be at your door within 2 minutes. And it's not only one car, sometimes 5 of them will come. They will come get you. So don't try it. Maybe back home, you can abuse a woman, you can abuse children and girls. Don't try it here. Just one phone call and you'll be in handcuffs. One phone call and you'll be in handcuffs. Here, the law protects the vulnerable. This is not the kind of place where you can raise your voice at a woman or hit a child and expect to be overlooked. Sometimes the woman may say, you know what, I don't want to get my husband in trouble. But the neighbors, maybe the neighbors saw you hit her. Maybe the neighbors saw you hit the child. They will call 911 on you. They will. So please, men coming from patriarchal societies, if you are not aware, I'm telling you, the culture here favors women, children, the elderly, animals. So don't try it. One phone call is all it takes and you'll be in handcuffs. And once you're in handcuffs and you get there, they take your fingerprints. It goes on your record. That's it. You spoiled your record. Don't do that. One argument that gets too loud, your neighbor will call the police. One wrong move and it goes on your record permanently. You don't want to do that, because once you get a negative thing on your record, it affects your job. It will affect you. It will affect your job. It will affect your ability to stay in the country. It could affect your entire future. Do your best not to get a record, please. Don't come here thinking, I'm the man, I make the rules, I can do what I want. Don't come here with that mindset. That mindset will ruin you here. Don't try it. And that's why women who know how the law is, they will use it to their advantage. She will ruin you. She will destroy you, especially if you were mean to her back home. If you were abusing her back home, if you were disrespectful to her back home, and she gets here, and now she knows that the law favors women, oh, she will destroy you with one phone call. She will set you up with one phone call. She will ruin you with one phone call. So please, understand this. Understand this. Also, respect. Respect is non-negotiable here in the West. Here in the West, in this culture, you must respect everyone, regardless of age, gender, or title. You have to. Back home, the elders, they feel like they can do what they want, and you a child, you can't talk back, or you can't, call them out on things. They think they can get away with anything because they are older than you. They can do what they want, talk to you anyhow. It doesn't work here in the West. It doesn't. Your boss might be young enough to be your child. Respect them anyway. Because if you try to act funny, you will be fired. Your boss has the power to fire you. So please, yes, your boss might be young enough to be your child, but respect them anyway. The police officer might be a woman younger than your little sister. Respect her authority, because if you try it, you end up in jail. You'll be in handcuffs. Don't try it. Your supervisor could be somebody you would never listen to back home. But here, position speaks louder than age. Understand, position, it speaks louder than age. No one here cares how old you are if you are disrespectful. They will put you in your place. You will feel humiliated. So don't do it. Don't do it, because you'll be seen as aggressive, unstable, or dangerous. And that label, it can go on your record. Because all it takes is one phone call and the police will be on their way. So respect everyone regardless of age. Even if you are older than your boss, older than your supervisor, older than whoever, as long as you are under them, respect them. Respect is non-negotiable here. You need to adapt your mindset or you will pay the price. You need to have a change of mindset when you come here. You need to renew your mind, what they call repentance. You need to repent. You need to have a change of mindset, because what was normal back home could be illegal here. Discipline, control, and dominance might have been praised in your community. But here in the West, they could be called abuse. Your tone, your tonation, your words, even your body language can be misunderstood. And if someone feels threatened by you, all they need to do is call 911, and the law will not be on your side. So what do? You need to adapt. You need to adapt into the system. You need to learn the culture, learn the norms, learn as fast as you can. Learn the culture, control your emotions. No matter how upset you are, please walk away. If you have to call the police, call the police. Don't fight anyone. Control your emotions. Watch your words. Because sometimes a word you can tell a woman, she may see it as sexual harassment and you'll be reported. Watch your words. Because back home, you can tell a woman, oh, you look nice, you look beautiful, oh, you look sexy. She will not take it a different way. But here, if you go and tell a woman you look sexy here, she will start misinterpreting stuff. You go and tell a woman, oh, you look beautiful today. Oh, you look, hey. She will start thinking something different. So watch your words. Like I said, back home, you can hug a woman and she'll be fine. Here, you go and hug a woman without permission, without her consent. She'll report it as sexual harassment. And that will get you into trouble. So please, watch your words. Watch how you behave with your female colleagues. Be careful as a man. Be careful how you relate with your female colleagues at work. Be careful. Handshake is more than enough. No hugging. To be on the safe side, no hugging. Handshake is more than enough. Have a distance. Hey, how are you? That's it. Don't go and be, oh, you look nice. Don't. Even if she looks nice today, keep it to yourself. Handshake is more than enough. Be nice, but be careful. And most importantly, respect the law. Because here in the West, the law is alive. The law works. It responds. No one is above the law, and it doesn't care where you are from or the position. It doesn't care. No one is above the law. And like I said, respect boundaries. Respect boundaries. Here in the West, personal boundaries matter. Don't hug on, or touch people without consent. Don't do it. Don't hug or touch people without their consent. Like you see some men, they will touch a woman's backside and think it's okay. Maybe it's okay back home, but here, go and touch a woman's backside and see what will happen. Touch a woman's backside and see what will happen. Avoid inappropriate compliments or advances. What you think is harmless could be taken as harassment. You look sexy. You look gorgeous. Please, please, don't say that to your female colleagues. Please. Those back home, I know that sometimes the men will whistle and all that. Don't do that here. Avoid inappropriate compliments or advances. Like I said, what you think is harmless back home could be taken as harassment here. She will report you. And you could lose your job over that or even get into trouble. Also, abuse of women, children, seniors, or the elderly, or animals will get you arrested. No one is above the law. No one. Because the children here, even at school, they are taught. If your parents abuse you or beat or whatever, call now. They are taught at school. So whatever you are doing to them back home, don't try it here. You can discipline your child without touching them. It's all about talking. There's a way you can talk to your child. They will listen to you. You don't have to beat them. You don't have to abuse them. It's all about talking, because here the children are taught at school. If you are abused, call 911. Your child will call 911 on you. Your child will call police on you. Be careful here in the West. Your wife will call 911 on you if you abuse her. Maybe back home you are getting away with it. But here, all it takes is one phone call and police will come for you. So be careful. Another thing I want to talk about is building a support system. And this is something we Africans, like, we need to learn. It's something that is really affecting us negatively. Building a support system. You know, one reason why some communities here, they thrive, like the Latinos and Asians, like the Chinese, the Indians, like, one reason why they thrive is because they work together. They share apartments. Like, one person will go get the apartment, and instead of, I think maybe one bedroom apartment, let's say it's $1,500. You that you are new to the system, how can you pay $1,500 if you don't have a good paying job? Right? But these people, they can go one bedroom apartment, 5 of them can be in it. They will split it up. So now what? Everybody is okay. They will split up that 1,500 or that 2,000. 5, 6, 7 of them will be in that one bedroom apartment, and they will cohabit fine. They split bills, they cook together, they start businesses together. Latinos, Indians, and Chinese immigrants, they often succeed faster because they support each other. And that's almost a time when they come within 5 years, they've already started businesses. You'll be like, whoa. You guys just came and already you have a house, you drive, you have a business. Yes. Yes, because they support each other by living together, splitting bills, starting businesses, and avoiding unnecessary competition. But we can't say that about us Africans. Competing among ourselves, who drives the fanciest car, who lives in the big house. Like, why? Why are we doing this to ourselves, Black people? Why? Why can't we be like the Latinos? Why can't we be like the Chinese? Why can't we be like the Indians? Why? And that's why it takes longer for Black people to succeed as compared to their counterparts. Because sometimes when I see interviews where Africans talk about how stressful life abroad is and all that, I'm like, yes, life abroad is stressful because we are not united. I think at least the maximum it should take, to have things going should be like 5 years. But we don't see it that way. Why? Because we are not united. Even if you have a good heart and you want to help your fellow Black person, that person is thinking of how to bring you down. Like, it's really affecting her, because I'm very sure if you should interview a Latino or a Chinese or an Indian, they will not tell you. I know maybe a few of them will say, yes, abroad is stressful, but majority of them will not say that life abroad is stressful. They will not. They will not. Because they understand that this is not our country. We are all here to succeed. So let's work together. Let's build together. And that's why they succeed faster. That's why within a short time, they're already starting businesses. They have a house, they drive. Hey, living nice. Black communities need to build this unity too. Sharing accommodation and splitting bills reduces expenses and increases savings. Imagine if you do two jobs, you drive, you do two jobs, and let's say the net income is like 3,000. 3,000 and all your bills plus other expenses is like $700. Okay, let's run it up to, let's say, $1,000. So out of the 3,000, your bill and everything is $1,000 a month. Now you have 2,000 left to save. So if you are saving 2,000 every month, give yourself 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. See how much you will save. See how much you will save. And that's why these communities, they thrive like that. So imagine somebody in the tech industry who makes maybe, let's say, $100,000 a year, just one job. Let's say like a data analyst. You make $100,000 a year and maybe you have two jobs. The two jobs combined, let's say your net income is maybe the second job to 100,000 a year. So now you have what, 200,000 a year. That's gross income. So after the net income, you are bringing home, let's say, 150,000 a year. So 150,000 a year. Let's say now you are making what, $15,000 a month. If you're making 15,000 a month from the two jobs, and 5, 6, 7 of you are living in a house where you're splitting things, right? So maybe everybody is bringing, let's say, roughly $1,000, right? Because you have to. That's even too much. Because if 7 people of you are in a house, $7,000 a month is too much for a house. Unless maybe it's $1 million house. Yes, if it's $1 million house, yeah, you can be paying a monthly amount of that. So let's say roughly, 7,000. That's everything included, utilities, everything. And let's say all 7 of you have two jobs. You're all making, let's say, 15,000 a month. So if out of the 15,000 is only $1,000 using to pay your bills, you have how much? 14,000 left to save every month. as compared to you wanting to live by yourself and then get your own apartment. Like, do you see why these communities they thrive? Do you see why they succeed? Do you see why they succeed? But then Black people, the next thing we are fighting ourselves because somebody don't want to pay their part of the bill. Who should pay your bill for you? You want to save. Who doesn't want to save? You want to send money back home to start building. Who doesn't want to also buy a land and build a house? Who doesn't want to also start a business? But then if you are trying to be nice and the other person wants to take advantage of you, see what the problem is. But look at the Latinos, the Chinese, the Indians. They don't think that way. But Black people, many of us in the African community, we struggle with trust and unity. We need to change that. We need to learn to trust each other and work together. Living together and splitting costs can ease your financial burden and help you save. You don't need to waste 10 years, 15 years just to make it. You don't need to move here and be living from paycheck to paycheck. No, at least within 5 years, you should be okay financially. You should have something doing. But it can only be possible if we learn the ways of the Latinos, if we learn the ways of the Asians, we will also thrive faster like them. We will also succeed like them. Also, respect those who help you. Respect them. Respect those who help you. If someone takes you in when you arrive, respect their home. Don't waste electricity or water. Here, utilities are expensive. Bills are paid every month. So please, if somebody hosts you, don't take advantage of the person. Value the person. Be thankful for that person. Be grateful for that person. Because life here in the West without a support system is stressful, is difficult. So please, respect those who help you. If someone takes you in when you arrive, respect their home. Don't waste electricity or water. Turn off lights when not in use. If you are going to sleep at night, turn off the lights. Daytime, turn off the lights. Don't finish their food without permission. Everything is budgeted here, especially African food. African food here is expensive. Sometimes you can go to the store, by the time you're down $500, and it's only a few things you picked. But then your bill is $500. So imagine if you live alone, or maybe you have a family, and you guys budget for $500 every 2 weeks, right? Or let's say maybe 2 weeks is too much. If you're alone, 2 weeks is fine. But if you have a family, maybe 1 week. And then you go spend $500 on food, and then because you are hosting somebody, that person is eating the food. And within 3 days, the food is done. How would you feel? You'll be upset. You'll be mad at the person. There's a lot of people, after a while, the person, your words will tell you to leave because they can't take it anymore. So please don't finish their food without permission. Help with house chores. You've not started working, you are home, your horse is at work. Wash plates. If the plates are there, wash the plates. Help with cleaning, vacuuming, clean up the plates. Do things, help out. Help with chores and contribute to rent and utilities once you start working. Because a lot of us, we come here with this entitlement mindset. We come here with this entitlement because back home we feel like people have to do things for us. But it's not like that here. Living rent-free while refusing to help financially or with chores is a quick way to be kicked out. And life without support here is extremely hard. No one here is obligated to carry your expenses, each one for himself here in the West. It's each one for himself here in the West. Entitlement will get you thrown out. So drop the entitlement mindset before you come abroad. No one owes you anything. Drop it back home. One of the biggest reasons many Africans abroad are hesitant to host new immigrants, even their own people, their own family, is simple: the entitlement mindset. When you are new in a country like the US, Canada, or the UK, what you don't know can hurt not just you, but also the people trying to help you. You move in with someone, and because they smile and open their door, you assume they have everything figured out. Oh, they are driving the car, so the car is theirs. Or they live in the house is theirs. But what you don't know is that everything is financed here. What you don't understand is how expensive life here is. Here's what you might not know, but you need to learn fast. You need to learn it fast. Utilities are not cheap. When we say utilities, we mean water, gas, electricity, internet. They are not cheap. They are all on a monthly meter. If you leave lights on, if you have the TV running all day, or take 45 minutes to take a shower, the bill goes up. It goes up. And now, when you were not here, the person was paying, let's say, $100 a month for their utilities. And now that you've come in, now the bill is $200. What do you think will happen? The person will be upset at you because you are not working to support me. I'm just trying to be nice by hosting you, and then now you are increasing everything for me. Now, because of you, my expenses have gone up. That's why when you come in, you have to start looking for a job quick, so you can help out. Otherwise, you'll be thrown out. You'll be kicked out. African food here is expensive. The fufu, the jollof, the yam, or the kontomire stew, it costs a lot more than it does back home. It doesn't even taste, the food here doesn't even taste like the ones back home, yet it's expensive than back home. Nothing is truly owned here. Everything is financed. The apartment, the car, the house, everything is financed. While your host is out working 2 jobs to keep everything running, you are home blasting the heater. You are watching shows the whole day, eating food they bought. And because it's not your money, you even waste the food. Maybe they take what? A mass of 2 meats. You want to eat 5, 6 meats at a time. You want to eat 5, 6 pieces of meat at a time. Why? Why? You are eating food they bought and then leaving mess everywhere. Like life here is free. After you've made the mess, so you want them to come back from a come and clean up after you. Really? Really? And then here is what really upsets people. When you finally get a job and your host politely asks you to help with rent or utilities, then you catch an attitude. Why is my mom asking me to help out with rent and utilities? Why is my dad asking to help out with? Really? Then you start gossiping. You call people back home to tell them, well, the person, your host is wicked or heartless, or because they expected you to be a responsible adult. And meanwhile, you want to keep your paycheck to yourself. You don't want to contribute, you don't want to support anything. You want to keep your paycheck to yourself. All the while acting like you've been wrong. But you should ask yourself, if the roles were reversed, How would you tolerate that? How would you tolerate that? Please. It's not that people don't want to help. It's that helping someone who feels entitled often becomes a burden emotionally, financially, and mentally. So many people have been burned, disrespected, and taken advantage of. That's why they rather protect their peace than welcome anyone else in. That's why sometimes if you tell they're coming, they block your number. They don't even want to, because they don't want that. They don't want to host you. Based on one or two experiences they've had in the past, they don't want to do it anymore. They don't want to do it anymore. You have to understand this before you arrive. Life abroad is not free. No one is obligated to take care of you. Leave that entitlement mindset back home. If someone opens their home to you, treat them like gold, value them, honor them, respect them. Respect their space, their budgets, their time, and their sacrifices. And when you start earning, give back. Don't think you are the smart one. Don't think you are the wise one here. They should pay for the rent and whatever whilst you are living there free. No. Please, when you start earning, give back. Don't hoard. Because now, a one-bedroom apartment, you won't even get anything for 800 unless a basement. Or unless you are renting a room in somebody's house or somebody's apartment. Maybe the person has an apartment and sharing it. But at least the minimum you can get for a one-bedroom apartment here is like $1,300. So imagine states like New York, California, where the cost of living is expensive. Sometimes one-bedroom apartment can be like $4,000, like, or even 3,000 or so I've heard. It's not cheap over there. So if you are fortunate and then the person is asking you to even support $1,000, you should be thankful. Because let's say if everything sums up to like 4,000 a month and they're asking you for just $1,000, be grateful. Because if you are kicked out and you have to go find your own accommodation, that's where you will see how life abroad can be stressful. And that's why sometimes you see people homeless, people sleeping on the streets. And then you be like, why is this person homeless? But sometimes their own attitude is what got them homeless. So be careful. Be careful. If you are planning to relocate, please adjust your expectations now. You are not owed comfort. You are not entitled to luxury. You are not someone's responsibility. This is a country where it's each person for themselves. And if someone offers to help you, it's a blessing, not a duty, not a responsibility. Please respect it. Respect it. And like I said, prepare for culture shock. Things will be different and expensive, so adjust your mindset. There is no free money here. No easy handout. You must work for everything. If you work in places where you handle money or goods, please do not steal. Surveillance cameras are everywhere. Do not steal. Theft will destroy your future. You will get a record. You will get a record. So please be careful. Life in the West can be beautiful. It can be fulfilling, but only if you come prepared with skills, a plan, and the right mindset. Respect the law. Value relationships. If you do, your journey abroad will be productive fulfilling, and worth every sacrifice. Don't waste years learning the hard way like many of us did. Learn from our mistakes and set yourself up for success from day one. Please, I'm sharing this with you from the bottom of my heart. Based on personal experience and based on other people's experience, I'm sharing this with you. I want life to be easy for you from day one. I want you to thrive. I want you to succeed. I want life abroad to be a blessing to you. Because life is short. Life is short, so just enjoy while you can. Enjoy your life. Why do you have to come here and be struggling, be hustling, living from paycheck to paycheck? Why? Why? When you can have a good life, when you can have a quality life, like the Latinos, like the Asians, if we Africans are supportive and united. These are my final words for every immigrant planning to move abroad. Before you pack your bags and step onto that plane, understand this. Life abroad is not a fairy tale. It is beautiful, yes, but only if you come prepared, informed, and with the right mindset. Learn a skill before you leave. Skills like driving, braiding, plumbing, or cooking will give you the upper hand. Build a 5-year plan. Have a 5-year plan before you step on that plane. Don't get here to figure it out. Come with direction, financially, professionally, and legally. Understand the systems, credit, taxes, bills, housing, and documentation, because what you don't know can trap you. The same system that is working for others will work against you because of what you don't know. So please understand the systems. Respect the law. One wrong move, shouting, hitting, driving without a license can go on your record and follow you for years. Drop the entitlement. No one is responsible for you here. If someone helps you, honor their sacrifice. Don't waste electricity, food, or time. Don't hoard your money. Don't keep your money when you start working while expecting others to carry your weight. That will get you thrown out. You will be homeless. So please drop the entitlement. Respect everyone, whether it's your boss, a woman, a young officer, or a child, even animals. Respect everyone, because the culture here values equality and accountability. Understand that. And don't bring patriarchal dominance or superiority here. Don't. Drop it. Drop it in those societies, because here in the West, the law protects the vulnerable and it works. Disrespect, abuse, or arrogance can get you arrested fast. Fast. All it takes is one phone call and you'll be in handcuffs. And this is to the men. Don't bring patriarchal dominance or superiority here. Don't. And also, we need to understand that unity is our missing piece. Unity. We Africans, we need to understand that unity is our missing piece. Look at the Asians and Latinos. They come here and they build together. They share apartments. They cook together. They invest in each other. They trust each other. And because of that, they thrive faster and enjoy life abroad together. They are living their best life. They are enjoying a quality life here. They are living their lives. They are enjoying the American dream. They are. If we as Africans learn to trust one another, support one another, and build together, we will also enjoy this land. We will also enjoy our American dream. We will also have a quality life. We will also have a fulfilling life. We will also have a successful life. No need to come here to struggle and live from paycheck to paycheck, live from hand to mouth. No need. There's no need for that. But we have to learn, because unity is our power. And the Asians and Latinos, they know this. They understand is that unity is power. And that's why they are succeeding everywhere. Division is our downfall. Division is our downfall. When we come together, we all rise together. So I would like to wrap it up here. And next time, I will talk about credit scores and credit cards, how they work, and how to avoid falling into debt. I'll talk about all that. I would like to say that if you found value today, I'd like you to hit that subscribe button, share this with someone planning to move abroad, or even someone who just arrived. Share it with them so they can learn one or two from it to make life easy for them here. So I will see you next time, and enjoy your stay here in the West. Bye.